19 May 2021. This is the day that we have all been waiting for. The 2021 Orbit TVET College Virtual Graduation Ceremony. Let me take this opportunity to welcome everyone and, hoping that you are going to have a wonderful morning with us. My name is Tsegofatso Rapo, and I'm going to be taking you through today's program. But before I do so, let me also take this moment to introduce my panel. We're going to start here on the left. We've got Dr. Molantwa, who is the chairperson of the College Council. And right next to him, we've got the principal of Orbit TVET College, Mr. Dika Mokoena. Welcome, sir.
Good morning, Program
And
Director.
then we are followed by Mayor Beverly Kabuesele, who is the campus manager for Rustenburg campus.
Thank you and good morning.
Morning, ma'am. And then right next to her, we've got Mayor Tebogotlhopile, who is the Brett's campus manager. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Good
And
morning.
last but not least, we've got Mevelemina Molapi, who is the acting campus manager for Mangwe campus. Welcome all. Let me also take this opportunity by starting with you, Dr. Molantwa. We've come from a very challenging academic year, that is 2020. Before we get into our official program, may you please take this opportunity to welcome everyone at home.
Indeed, ma'am, it has been very challenging. The onus was on the college to embrace the challenge and fulfill their mandate. So let me welcome all to this platform, particularly our dear graduates, the parents, the families, and friends. To the graduates, this is your moment. Embrace it and enjoy it. Let me wish you well as you pursue your career. Let me wish you well for the future. Ma'am, let me also welcome the DHEAD officials. Indeed, let me welcome the management board, the staff of Orbit TVET College. Let me welcome the SRC, the student formations. Let me welcome our social partners. We are all welcome. Let us embrace the moment. Let us enjoy the moment together. Let us congratulate our students. A joy shared is a joy doubled. Thank you very much. This comes from the Orbit TVET College Council, and I'm sitting here on behalf of that council. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much for that warm welcome, Dr. Molantwa. Let me now move over to you, Principal. Today we're celebrating 450 graduates who, I must say, we've received an overwhelming response from them. You know, in terms of them sending photos, they've been very cooperative. So I think we've got a very special bunch of graduates this year, and I'm sure you have a very special message that you'd like to share with them. Over to you, sir.
Indeed, Program Director. If I may also press the note of the Chairperson of College Council, bit harder, to greet all at home and appreciate, Program Director and your colleagues, the support that parents, friends, family gave the students of Orbit College that we are celebrating their performance today. I think it is important for us as a panel to appreciate that. But Program Director, you know also what is important is that as the captain of a ship takes off from the harbor, embarks on a voyage, you would not be celebrating that departure because we don't know what the captain of the ship is going to encounter as he goes deep into the ocean. You would only celebrate the day that the captain of that ship comes back, and somewhere deep in the ocean you see that red light flashing, coming closer and closer to the harbor. You begin to say, oh yes, there comes back the ship. So that's the time you begin to celebrate. Indeed, what is happening today, we are at the moment where we have to celebrate their achievement because our graduates, they have gone through phases of challenges. As the chairperson has indicated that 2020 was not an easy year, but they managed to go through that difficult year and other years. So indeed today, we've gathered today and we say, bravo, well done. Here you come back, and we can give them a round of applause for
Absolutely,
that.
sir. Absolutely.
Thank you, Program Director.
Before we move over to you, Mekhaboisile, so I think you are absolutely right when you say very special group of people coming from a very challenging year as well. I'd just like to say to them, you are all looking very beautiful. We've received each and every photos that you've sent to us. I'd also like to encourage all of those who have not sent us their photos yet, please forward your photos to graduation@orbitcollege.co.za so that we can share those photos via our social media platforms. That is graduation@orbitcollege.co.za. They went all out. They were looking absolutely stunning. The photos are also available on our Facebook page. That is Orbit TVET College. Mekhaboisile, let me now take this opportunity, move over to you, and hear your message of congratulations to our graduates.
Thank you very much, Program Director. Let me greet everyone who's watching today and observe the protocol. Ramolandwa, we acknowledge your presence on behalf of the Council. Our principal as well, we are very grateful to be being led by you and senior management at large. And the two beautiful ladies, with Orbit, you will realize that all the three sides, you've got three ladies leading the campuses. And you get to the college, you find male-dominating great men leading us. So it is a great day today, and we really are honored to be part of the panel to say to all of you as graduates that this is the day that the Lord has made, and congratulations. Like it has been said, 2020 was a year of its own. It was a very difficult year, but through your dedication, your commitment, persistence, you managed. And I think it will be remiss of me not to acknowledge the lecturing staff. I've got a very short story that I really want to share with you so that when you are at home and things are not going well, or when you are in the workplace and you feel that things are not going well, you can reflect and go back to the story. It goes as follows. A young man was getting ready to graduate from college. For many months, he had admired a beautiful sports car in a dealer's showroom. Knowing his father could well afford it, he told him that was all that he wanted. As graduation day approached, just like today, the young man waited for signs that his father had purchased the car. Finally, on the morning of his graduation, his father called him into his study. His father told him how proud he was to have such a fine son and how much he loved him. He handed his son a beautiful wrapped gift box. Curious but disappointed, the young man opened the box and found a beautiful leather-bound Bible. Angrily, he shouted at his father, "With all your money, you just give me a Bible." And he stormed out of the house, leaving the holy book and his father behind. Many years passed. The young man became very successful in business. He had a beautiful home and a wonderful family, but he thought about his father who had grown old. He had not seen him since that graduation day, but before he could make arrangement to go to him, he received a message telling him his father had died and willed all his possessions to his son. He needed to come home immediately to take care of things. When the man arrived at his father's house, sadness and regret filled his heart. Searching through his father's important papers, he found the still new Bible, just as he had left it years before. In tears, he began to turn the pages and read its words. Something dropped from an envelope taped to the Bible, a car key with a dealer's tag. The same dealer who had the sports car he had desired. On the tag was the date of his graduation and the words paid in full. This message, let me just say that as you reflect, let what happened to the young man reminds us not to miss life's blessings just because they don't come packaged as we expected. And I wish you well as you continue doing what is best in this life. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mekhaboisile. We've got two more special messages coming up, but before we get to them, I'd like just to engage, my panelists, and I would like for us to just reflect a little bit on, the difficulties of, the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic. 2020, I think we all agreeing that it was a very challenging year. So I'd like just to ask for us to reflect on some of the challenges that we may have experienced. Ntate Mokoena, just your take on, the COVID-19 pandemic and, the implications thereof.
Yes, Program Director. You would also agree as campus managers that all of a sudden we were imposed with this lockdown, and our students, staff members as well, we had to run back home without having been prepared to do that. Now, one challenge was that we then had to start communicating with students, reaching out to them to offer lessons on platforms which were never ever communicated to them before, nor even being used before. So that was a major challenge. But as an institution, I'm very happy that through campus managers, staff members, we were able to communicate with students. We used different platforms. One of them was How TV platform to touch base with them. And Program Director, to our surprise, our students, they were ready for this change more than we were. Absolutely. Because they were able to communicate, send assignments on WhatsApp platforms, something that we never thought of, that a WhatsApp platform can be used for teaching and learning. Our students responded affirmatively, easily so. So thus, we are here today and saying, hey, bravo, well done, students. And as Madam said, that, we would not be talking about these beautiful accolades and be able to live out efforts of lecturers. We won't be able to do that. So it is important then to be saying to lecturers, well done for your commitment, and we appreciate your support in this case.
And I think I wouldn't be wrong to say, as much as 2020 was a very difficult year, but it also taught us a lot, especially in terms of technology,
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, so right. So right.
It wasn't all bad, really. Metropile, let's move over to you now. Your message of, congratulations to your graduates.
Thank you, Program Director. It's a good morning to everyone and especially to our graduates for working very hard. I cannot even begin to repeat what everybody has already indicated, that it has never been an easy year. But here we are, celebrating those that stood by and pressed on. The parents, I greet you because you are very proud today. And to the lecturers, we are also celebrating you. We say education, open doors. Education, open doors. I just want to share a piece of advice with you to say, don't look at one door. Sometimes when we get educated, our only hope is to find a job. So we try the door that is going to offer us a job. And if the door doesn't open, we fail to try other doors. Today, I just want to encourage you to open other doors. Try other doors. Doors like opening your own business. No matter how small it can start, but it will grow to be big. Because all the businesses that you see happening today, they started small. There is a point where you have to start. There is a quote that says, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So I am just trying to encourage you today to say, don't look for a big business at the beginning. Just be consistent, trust your product, and trust yourself that you can make it. And for you to achieve, in as much as you came to school to come and learn, you are going to use that knowledge. You have acquired enough knowledge to survive in the economy and to also contribute into the economy. So start somewhere up until you are your own employer and you can employ others. So I wish you all the best, and to say, don't be ashamed to start small. One day you will come and tell your story, to say from humble beginnings, here am I. All of the best. May the good Lord bless you. But above everything, let us concentrate on the now, celebrating you.
Yes.
You are fabulous. Mwah.
Very encouraging, very powerful words, Mama Realeboha. Thank you very much. I have no doubt that the graduates have heard you very well. On that note, let me just take an opportunity to acknowledge our sponsors, ABSA and Nedbank. Thank you so much for the support. This day would not be possible if it was not for you. Me Molapi, it is your turn now. Last, moja morago ke kgosi, ba re yalo. Ba re moja morago ke kgosi, so we would please appreciate a message of encouragement to your graduates, please.
Good morning, everyone. My heartfelt congratulations to all our graduates today on your deserved success. I know it hasn't been an easy year. It has been a long and hard road, but you were able to accomplish all your goals and you passed. And you were working very hard, and the hard work has made a note. You are graduating today. And let us go out there, do our best, and make sure that we grab every opportunity that is available for you. And please keep on flying the orbit flag, and remember that you were not in this world or born into this world to lose, but to win. Today you are all winners because you never gave up. And I'm very proud of you. And let me acknowledge all the stakeholders that are part of this session to say, please pave our children's way, our students' way, so that they can succeed in whatever they are doing. And I want to congratulate them again and wish them a success and a prosperous new endeavors that they are going to take through. And may the good Lord bless you all, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Thank you very much for those powerful words. I'd just like to remind our graduates once again to please keep forwarding your photos to graduation@orbitcollege.co.za. That is graduation@orbitcollege.co.za, so that we can share those beautiful photos with other fellow Orbitans. And before we move over to the reason why we're all here today, the official graduation ceremony, a quick message to our graduates that we will communicate with you in due course. We've got a special gift for you, so that will be communicated with you via email. So please keep checking those emails for the latest communication from the college. Now, for the moment that we have all been waiting for, we are now moving over to the official graduation ceremony. Please enjoy this moment and watch up until the end. We're going to be also featuring some of the photos that we have received from our graduates from the beginning up until the end.
In fact,
Thank you.
Before you even switch off,
Yes, sir.
look, we want to say to our graduates, as much as we look back to 2020 and other years, which were of a challenge, the situation that we find ourselves in of COVID-19, it's a situation that is going to be with us in the long run.
That is true, sir.
Now, the campus manager from Brits, Metro Pile, spoke about small businesses that our students need to consider and look into. Now, those who came before us, they said, for every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. Now, with this difficult situation, what is the silver lining? There are opportunities.
Yes.
No, there is a poem titled The Road Not Taken.
Yeah.
Now today, you have to travel a road which was never traveled before.
Yes.
So what are we going to do? What are you going to do? We might be celebrating this sensational event that we have, but after this, you continue to be in your same situation. Now, I think in terms of opportunities, if we may not just throw a few opportunities that we can think of, who thought that with a mask, just an ordinary mask,
Yeah.
a person can become a millionaire?
Yeah.
There are those who are making fortunes just by putting pieces of a mask together and sell. So
It's
there are
all
a number
about innovation.
it's all about innovation.
Yeah.
So as you graduate, go out, look for problems in the community
Yes.
and come up with solutions.
Oh, yes.
As much as, for example, as much as we come with this digital platform where people work from home, one challenge that I have observed is that as you work from home, somewhere in between, your child or somebody from home pops up in the meeting
That is
and you get embarrassed. So that's a problem.
It's a problem.
And it's a business opportunity for our graduates today to think of how then do you have an office in a home
Yeah.
on a Zoom platform?
Yeah.
So you create a muted environment
Yeah.
where even if someone comes in that space, your gadget can only recognize your voice.
Yeah.
So they must
Yeah.
come up with some apps. That's what we can think of
Beautiful.
also,
Yes.
which they can, Silver Cloud,
It's there.
it's there.
I
It's
love
there.
that. I absolutely
Yes.
I
love
love
that.
it.
No, thank you very much, sir. Thanks for
And Me Kawisele from Breads, she also said, from Rustenburg.
Yes.
Yeah, it's you think and talk at the same time. No, she made mention of the Bible, which is very important that as we engage with our students who are going out there in the world of reality and who will be making fortune, that there's a lesson also that we get from the book of life that says, you can make all this wealth, you can have all this knowledge, program director, but if you don't have love, you're just nothing.
Yes.
true.
So as you prosper, as you win, as you conquer the world,
Continue to love.
continue to have that love.
Yeah.
Love your family, love yourself, love your creator, because you are who you are because of your creator. So as you conquer, please go out. We are here to say, go forward and conquer. Yes.
After those powerful words, I have no
Yeah.
doubt that graduates will go out there and do their best. Take this life and, make the best of it.
Yeah.
Make the best of it, absolutely. We are now moving over to the next segment of our program, and that is the official graduation ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, all our viewers at home, do enjoy this next segment. Welcome to the 2021 Virtual Graduation Ceremony, proudly hosted by Orbit TVET College.
By virtue of the power vested in me as the College Council Chairperson, I hereby constitute this congregation as a lawful gathering of Orbit TVET College.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Program Director, for availing yourself to coordinate this program of the day. Without any waste of time, let me greet Chairperson of the College Council, Dr. Mulwantwa, Council members, both executive and non-executive, academic board members, Khosinyala La Pilane of the Bakatla Bakafela, Morena Kubedi Pilane, Chairperson of Bakatla Bakafela Tribal Authority, DHET representative, Dr. Balkrishan and Ndate Ngomo, business partners from all sectors, SITA representative, student representative council, social partners, senior management, management board, staff, both academic and support staff, students, and our special warm greetings to graduates and diplomandists. Parents and partners, you are all welcome to Orbit College second digital graduation ceremony for 2021. Program Director, graduation is a big achievement under any circumstances. Please take a moment to thank your families for having walked with you throughout this journey. For some of you, this achievement is something your parents, grandparents could not imagine for themselves. With this achievement, you have started to write your own story, and those who come after you will step on your achievement as a stepping stone for greater heights. COVID-19 turned the world upside down. You are graduating at a time where finding the first job is going to be difficult for some of you. Others have been laid off from jobs you had previously. Yes, indeed, there is an economic crisis out there. This pandemic has shaken up the status quo. The old ways of doing things does not work anymore. Statements such as, "This you cannot understand, young man. This is how it was always done," This kind of thinking does not hold water anymore. Therefore, your biggest challenge is that you have to grow much faster than generation which came before you in addressing the pandemic which is threatening human existence on planet Earth and addressing the economic crisis. There's an African proverb that says, the strength of a crocodile is in the water. Where there are other crocodiles to assist it in attacking its prey or assist it in protecting its territory. The question is, where is your strength in addressing this difficult economic crisis? It is clear from the proverb that your strength is in your community. As a collective, you can work out solutions for the betterment of each other. You must think about each other rather than yourself. Thus, it was further said, it takes a village to grow a child, which implies together we stand. This is your time, the time for your generation to shape up the world. As a collective, we have to think about past mistakes and figure out how to do things better and be able to predict future pandemics. Look how far you've come. Why would you despair now? Keep on moving. Allow me to remind you of a song written by Mary, a song's title which is Can't Give Up Now, which goes as follows. Nobody told me the road would be easy, and I don't believe he's brought me this far to leave me. Congratulations, students of 2020. Enjoy your day.
By virtue of the power vested in me, I award National Certificate Vocational NQF Level 4 certificates and National and Diplomas to candidates present. I confirm that these candidates have indeed complied with the academic requirements for these certificates and diplomas presented here today.
I take pride in presenting the following National Certificate Vocational NQF Level 4 candidates to you. Please note that these candidates have managed to pass all 21 subjects across the 3 levels of the qualifications. The Top Achiever Awards in all programs are sponsored by ABSA and Nedbank. Performance Excellence Certificates are awarded to candidates who manage to achieve 7 or more distinctions in their specific programs. We start with the awarding of NCV certificates in Finance, Economics, and Accounting. Anderson Kilebogile Dorothy, who receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Paris Angelina. Bembe Matapelo Anna. Koti Mveleli. Dlwenguneli Toli. Huma Neo Mari. Kwadi Dimpo Hope, who receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Letswalo Lillian Machi. Magano Letlogonolo, who receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Mahwai Kensani Rose. Maluleke Mary. Mametse Trifina Neleng. Mataka Mpho Portia. Mathebula Ana Moipone. Mbale Tshepang Patience. Mitsi Matumi Lucia. Ngomezulu Thokozile Lydia. Mnisi Selina Mpho. Mudise Silva. Mohlabai Andile Miriam. Mokobe Malebo Joyce. Mokone Oratile Antoinette. Mokwena Martha. Molete Florina Tsokolo, who receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Mohammed Abrez. Nkosi Nontetelelo Happy. Nong Tsolofelo, who receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Phillips Tshepang. Rakereng Julia. Ramado Pleasure Moloko, who receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Rangwaga Matapelo Lydia. Sasa Itumeleng France. Seeletse Olebogeng Winnie, who receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Sekoto Josephine Ntswaki. Silebogo Given, who receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. The Top Achiever Award in Finance, Economics and Accounting goes to Mr. Emmanuel Ubiditse Coulter from Rustenburg campus with an average of 83.71%. Mr. Coulter obtained an amazing 16 distinctions. He also receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Well done, Emmanuel. Next up, we introduce the compliant candidates in NCV management. Khalituki Ritumetse Shamaine. Hololo Khomotso. Jane Neo Patricia. Gianna Bafedile Adrina. Cluster Cleopatra Mary Jane. Letsholo Mina Kidiboni. Masuku Tebogo Violet. Machila Koketso. Mazia Surprise. Mlambo Elizabeth. Modungwa Tlotlego Anastina, Mokgwebi Tumelo Miriam, Moja Sean Kiamogetswe, Moka Solomon, Moseki Matapelo Ntabeleng, Nakedi Tabang Donald, Nzana Oko, Nzana Yavela, Pokwana Sipairi Tapelo, Radise Kifile Rekonye, Sekgwatle Oratile, Shakwane Tshepang, Tamage Kgontse Sarah, The top achiever in management goes to Ms. Rebecca Lebogang Zimba from Brits Campus with an average of 74.65%. Ms. Zimba obtained 8 distinctions. She also receives the Certificate of Performance Excellence. Congratulations, Rebecca. We now move on to the compliant candidates in NCV Office Administration. Abrams Letlogonolo Rosina, Pilankulu Happy Nhlamulo, Blai Nwabisa, Dintwe Veronica, Fachi Christina Tsolofelo, Holele Olerato, Tlhagala Kitukile Sharon, Khatitswe Juliet Khomotsegang, who receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Kholane Charity Mankubu, Kuno Kitumetse Rosina, Koka Refilwe Remy, Kwele Adelaide Koketso, Legransi Jadine Natrick Diedre, Libudi Penelope Percy, Lehula Ditlallo, Lesele Kehomuditswe Jimson, Lobese Happy Sheila, Madibabe Johanna Olerato, Mafa Refilwe Granny, Mafojane Masejo Whitney, Mafora Lerato, who receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Mafora Motlamedi Pete, Makazana Sive, Mainole Tapelo Emmanuel, Makofani Vanessa, Makushe Lerato Tandazile. Malebie Tulufelo. Manganyi Zintle. Maoko Kibaone Donald. Marwane Yvonne Ida. Maroka Leah. Maseko Daphne. Masenya Josephine Maria. Masenya Teboho Christina. Mashabela Lovinia Ntabiseng. Mashiani Di Makazo. Masuku Ausi. Matibedi Teboho Alfina. Matloa Tsiboho Sybil. Mutise Ipeleng Lillian. Mojaludi Lekhala Linda. Mokhatle Morangwane Batseba. Mukapa Kilebogile, who receives a certificate of performance excellence. Mukwena Lindokuhle Sweetness. Mukwane Lebogang Patience. Molai Kiamogetswe. Molamu Buikutso Criselda. Molapisi Oratile. Molefe Katlego Rachel. Moloisani Ntabiseng Mpho Christina. Mongale Nomsa Precious. Morajani Dineo Salamina. More Unkarabile Tlotlo. Mosala Poshia Pulani. Musiapoa Letlhogonolo. Musito Kiabetswe Jacqueline. Musito Zakia, who receives a certificate of performance excellence. Dimele Tiamo. Motswaiso Oratile Whitney. Musa Dipuo Gloria. Muse Utlutleng. Nodie Liasa Ellison. Nkosi Dimakatso Sophie. Nyakela Kamogelo. Pelwane Oaitsi Given. Pongwayo Jane Girileng, who receives a certificate of performance excellence. Plaki Nokubonga. Bowe Kagiso, who receives a certificate of performance excellence. Putu Umphemetse Cecilia. Radise Sofinkele. Ramoko Simpiwe. Rapoto Warabile. Ratema Khusiame. Seanejo Renshia. Sebieng Mokhadi Sharon. Semane Ukhudising Catherine Isabella. Sefoka Lethabo Rosina. Sekati Tsiamo. Seleka ke o lebogile Winfred. Sepotokelo Portia Matapelo. Serunye Sarah Khunze. Situke Petunia Kitumetse. Seya Hodimu Maria Geneilwe. Soji Constance Nombulelo. Tabani Mosala Moses. Taukubong Ikopuleng Gladys. Tage Unkakeditse Joyce. Tatani Flora. Tikani Matapelo. Kaile Mashudu Magdalene. Zachae Garabo Bridget. Chabalala Mtokozisi. Twani Gladwin. Zigalala Mpo Gift. The Top Achiever Award in Office Administration goes to Mr. John Umphemetse Ramaswana from Mankwe campus with an average of 83.14%. Mr. Ramaswana obtained an incredible 15 distinctions. He also receives the Certificate of Performance Excellence. Orbit is proud of you, John.
It is my pleasure to present the following National Certificate Vocational NQF Level 4 candidates who have complied with the requirements to be awarded certificates. I start with NCV Hospitality. Kekana Heather Segopotso. Kubalala Amanda. Lemeke Letlogonolo Mamotswedi. Mahlangu Dinah. Marupula Nomtombeni. Matlapeng Peace Katlego. Moagi Pauline Matlala, Moatlhodi Refilwe, Modimokwani Karabo Pauline, Mokwalase Portia Naledi, Mokwena Maria Murungwa, Mutaung Matapelo Batsiva Regina, Mutlatlwa Matapelo Cynthia, Nokwani Lena Tsulufelo, Paledi Katlo Aretha, Bilani Kamogelo Sharon, Ramutla Warabile Precious, Segaetsu Unalinna, Sequelia Kiamogetse Calvin, Selebogo Kumolemo Lucia, Tambo Tebogo Christina, Next up, we introduce the compliant candidates in NCV tourism. Antonio Kapumburu, Bunu Yulicia Mina, Dilwani Dineo, Kunene Boniswa Sibulelo, Mabizela Ntando Rosaline, Molwana Tiamo Tapelo, Mpela Gape Unity, Rabotata Tshegofatso Dawn, Ramakadi Tsireletso Lucia, she receives a certificate of performance excellence. Ramokoka Gaupalelwe Anna, Velile Kanti, the Top Achiever Award in Tourism goes to Ms. Tshegofatso Lucia Sere from Mankwe campus with an average of 75.05%. Ms. Sere obtained 8 distinctions and will receive a certificate of performance excellence. Congratulations, Tshegofatso. We now move on to the compliant candidates in NCV Transport and Logistics. Ditlhake Petunia Buitumelo, Dube Busisiwe Mbali, Leboho Mapula Reconcile, Lunga Magdalene Tato, Madibela Kitumetse, Majola Johannes Midupi, Makate Mabatu Immaculate, Makhala Lemogang, who also receives a certificate of performance excellence. Makhala Letlotlo Princeton, Malapile Pauline, Mampu Mapitso Bertha, Maruping Khomolemo, Maseko Bongani Tony, Masinya Trifina Tulufelo, Massimo Dintlafatso Portia, who also receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Matlala Buipelo, Matshego Lethabo Botshelo, who also receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Minwe Waitsi Lesego, Mitsiemi Tabang Comfort, Mitsileng Mpho Felicia, Mope Letabo, Nisi Tato, Mudibedi Rebaona Titus, Modise Nelly Karabo, Mogapi Boitumelo Lerato Bokamoso, Mogorosi ke a leboga Salome, Mokhotu Kabelo Mishak, who also receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Mukubani Buikanyo Gibson, Muleofani Umphile Maria, Munau Baliseng Johanna, Mutabuhi Malebu Mercy, Mutshegare Tato, Mutielwa Sonia, Nkwe Ntebaleng Millicent, Poka Refule Marcel, Pilani Kopano Primrose, Ramwabi Loranta Dineo, Silwe Brian Ratanang, who also receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Sinuelo Alda, Shuping Kilebogile Portia, Sibia Dora Lebogang, Sibia Doreen Tebogo, Skosana Lucky Siboniseni, Telani Geneilwe Precious, who also receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Ubise Exoda, the Top Achiever Award in Transport and Logistics goes to Ms. Basitsana Holiness Makobe from Mankwe campus with an average of 84.67%. Ms. Makobe obtained a whopping 16 distinctions and receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Orbit College is proud of you, Basitsana. It is my honor to present the following National Certificate Vocational NQF Level 4 candidate who complied with the requirements for a certificate in civil engineering and building construction. Nkuna Innocentia.
The next group represent compliant candidates in NCV Electrical Infrastructure Construction. Baloi Happy, Baloi Teresa Bateti, Batshegi Thuto Junior. Donga Sephathisiwe Precious. Kgedu Brian Sifiso. Hlangwane Khomolemo Jacob. Kongela Sineletu. Lekgotle Ntlafatso Millicent. Lekoto Karabo Godfrey. Lubisi Tshepo. Magolejo Silwane Michael. Makgatho Unthatile. Makgopa Mpho. Manamela Kitumetse. Mani Zandile Fortunate. Matabane Ntseng. Matibela Thapedi Susan. Matsumela Makhole Rebecca. Mbatha Sthembiso. Merakeng Kyo Rapetse. Mokhanedi Mahlatsi. Mokgethi Jan. Mokobi Bonolo Catherine. Molapisi Wendy Portia, who receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Molatlehi Marcia Naledi. Molefe Retabile Sharon, who receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Mpagele Bongani. Nageng Amogelang. Nageng Tshiamo. Noge Mpho. Pelompe Kiabetswe. Phiri ke o rapetse gift. Phiri Neris. Pieterse Christian, who receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Siane Pweba. Selinda Makungu. Tau Utshepeng. Thakeng Keletso Baby. Thomas Abram Abbey, who receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Tsuledi Muthelesi Vengeins. Zulu Mavis Deborah. The Top Achiever Award in Electrical Infrastructure Construction goes to Mr. Gwaimani Monde Matibela from Rustenburg campus with an average of 79.10%. Mr. Matibela obtained an incredible 12 distinctions. He also receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Well done, Gwaimani.
It is my honor to present the following National Certificate Vocational NQF Level 4 candidates who have complied with the requirements for certificates in engineering and related design. Bantirang Matlogonolo McDonald, Diale Karabo, Diale Tumelo, Fikeni Bulelani, Huele Amogelang Priscilla, Khobani Edwin, who also receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Kupari Pamela Onalenna Repaone, Lekagani Kiurapetsi Jeffrey, who also receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Letlape Gobuitshepo Faith, Mabelani Kenneth Marumo, who also receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Makamate Pauline, Manyika Tobile, Mapata Refilwe, Marumo Karabo Bradley, Masuche Agang Continita, Masuche Given Kalalelo, Matabani Tumisang, Mohorosi Masego Penelope, Muimani Paniki, Mukesi Ipukeng Victor, Mukua Letlotlo Matapelo, who also receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Molefe Mpo Bridget, Mulutsi Mulifi Herman, Museki Aubakwe Mohali Clive, Mutlana Tapelo Godwin, Mutsamai Mapula Felicity, Mutswadi Karabo Andrew, Moyo Tsiamo Sean, Nkomo Maria Mapula, who also receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Nkosi Buitumelo Christina, Bebe Pimelo Leslie, Powe Khutlaitzile, Ramatlapi Tepang Shadrach, Semenya Motlatsi Patricia, who also receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Selaimang Lebogang Godfrey, Zwani Klolo, who also receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. We enjoy acknowledging special academic achievements of our graduates. Therefore, we would like to congratulate Mr. Rapule Kota Tipe from Mankwe campus on achieving 100% in Engineering, Graphics and Design Level 3. He also receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Well done, Rapula. The Top Achiever Award in Engineering-Related Design goes to Mr. Freddie Mashaba from Rustenburg campus with an average of 76.52%. Mr. Mashaba obtained 9 distinctions and will receive a certificate of performance excellence. Orbit College is proud of you, Freddie. Last but not least, we present the compliant candidates in NCV, Information Technology and Computer Science. Chauke Nestle Nkateko, Gautlopi Paseka Alfred, Mahobe Kamogelo Thabo, Makame Unkarabetsi Alpheus, Mutwagae Thabo Benjamin, Mutsepe Lesedi Faith, Patswani Ofense Edwin Heskia.
We will now proceed with the presentation of national end diplomas to business studies, educare, and engineering studies candidates who have complied with the necessary requirements. Top Achiever Awards are sponsored by APSA and Nedbank. Top Achiever Awards for individual programs will only be awarded if the top candidate managed to obtain an average of at least 70%. If not, then there will not be a top achiever in that specific program. Performance Excellence Certificates are awarded to candidates who manage to achieve 4 or more distinctions in their specific programs. We start with awarding National End Diploma in Business Management. Mahoba Ruzani Felicia. Mdluli Alfred Bafana. Mokae Tsolofelo Dorothy. Mokate Tebogo Nelson. Pilelo Hendrik Maretele. Next up, we award the compliant candidates in Human Resource Management. Batebeng Tshegofatso Aida. Malingongosi Pelisa Sibongile. Makgopela Baby Kiamogetswe. Malebie Francina Lerato. Masebe Herthen Theo. Matomane Vuyoletu. Mudibela Lebogang Thelma. Muilwa Beauty. Mukwebani Lesego. Molefe Katlego Virginia. Mulelekeng Marigold Kumo. Molekwa Phineas Tsolofelo, who receives a Certificate of Performance Excellence. Moreo Khalinewi Lindy. Nkadimeng Katlego Ana, Ntako Kabelo Moses, Ramagapu Ulerato Innocentia, Rampa Isaho Rosemary, Ratsiane Biula Koketso, Sikonya Tsepo, The Top Achiever Award in Human Resource Management goes to Ms. Mapuleng Matsidiso from Mankwe campus with an average of 73.83%. Ms. Matsidiso obtained 5 distinctions. She also receives a certificate of performance excellence. Orbit College is proud of you, Mapuleng. We now move on to compliant candidates in Management Assistant. Chima Christina Mamukino, Daele Mancha Mponyana Andronica, Kutume Ana Bonolo, Mabaso Penelope Dinyego, Maseko Mina Nunu, Matlaela Litlogonolo, Mudisani Hermina Litlogonolo, Mohorosi Riabetswe Amanda, Mukukwane Neo Adam Jacob, Molekwa Agisanang, Nkosi Mpho Philemon, Petlele Khomotso, Rugby Kyaleboga Queen, Semenya Lebogang Gloria, Seswane Ketabile Regina. At Orbit College, we also believe in acknowledging special academic achievements. Therefore, we would like to congratulate Ms. Nomvula Malesa from Brits campus on obtaining 100% for Office Practice N5. She also received the Certificate of Performance Excellence. Well done, Nomvula. The Top Achiever Award in Management Assistant goes to Ms. Rebecca Rehomudiso Montwedi from Rustenburg campus with an average of 71.58%. Ms. Montwedi obtained 2 distinctions. She also receives the Certificate of Performance Excellence. Orbit College is proud of you, Rebecca.
It is my honor to present the following national and diploma candidates who have complied with the requirements to be awarded diplomas in financial management. Baloitingeko Gift, Cindy Sylvia Bongiwe, Dibakwani Tebogo Sarah, Eward Dale Jack, Letadi Kate Mapula, Letanke Kopano Mapula Hope, Makelani Kulani Rejoice, Maluleka Tebogo Pretty, Masupi Masindi Precious, Matlolwa Kiamogetswe Artesia, Mayeka Avelile, Mbonomisha Mandlagasi, Mekwe Rifilwe Adolfina, Moatsi Buitumelo Daisy, Mogotlane Mogalachane Gilbert, Mosani Romeo Unalinna, Mputle Tebogo Adelina, Nyanzira Chido Fiona, Nyaredi Silwani Retabile, Petle Onkoputse Sipei, Petwe Khumutsegang Unity, Setlamo Miriam Lebogang. Next up, we award compliant candidates in Educare. Jele Sibongile Mbali, Mahube Martha Mantabela, Rasiluma Khalifang Tabia, Ratlahani Butilo Carol, The Top Achiever Award in Educare goes to Ms. Kilebogile Mildred Muchuminyane from Mankwe campus with an average of 74.17%. Ms. Muchuminyane obtained a remarkable 6 distinctions, and she receives a certificate of performance excellence. Orbit College is proud of you, Kilebogile. The last group to introduce an award today are the compliant candidates in engineering studies. Mokoka Matsidiso Mildred, Ramakuela Umbelani, Sito Buitumelo Lebogang, who also receives a certificate of performance excellence. Tau Udirile Herman, Samai Dimakatso Surprise, Zienyani Solomon Sydney.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to a very special part in our program. It is my honor to present to you the 2 candidates who are our Duke students for National Certificate Vocational Level 4 and National and Diploma programs. These awards serve to acknowledge consistent hard work and academic performance excellence in respective programs for the duration of the student's period of study. These top awards are also sponsored by ABSA and Nedbank. The Duke Student National Certificate Vocational for Orbit TVET College 2021 is Ms. Basetsana Holiness Makobe for her consistent excellent academic performance in National Certificate Vocational Transport and Logistics. Ms. Mokobe obtained an average of 84.67% and achieved an unbelievable 16 distinctions over her period of study. Ms. Mokobe is from Mankwe campus. Well done, Basitsana. Orbit College is extremely proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now present the last award for the day. And the Duke Student National and Diploma for Orbit TVET College 2021 is Ms. Kilebogile Mildred Muchuminyane for her consistent excellent academic performance in the National and Diploma Educare. Ms. Muchuminyane obtained an average of 74.17% and achieved a remarkable 6 distinctions over her period of study. Ms. Muchuminyane is from Mankwe campus. Kilebogile, well done. You have done Orbit College proud. And on this high note, I hand you over back to our principal, Mr. Dika Mukwena.
Esteemed guests, let me take this opportunity to acknowledge each and every one of you who took their time to celebrate with us today. Friends and family members of our beloved graduates, re lebogela tshegetso e le e bontshitseng bana ba rona. The College Council Chairperson, Dr. Molwanto, members of the College Council, Regional Manager for Northwest and Mpumalanga TVET Colleges, Dr. Balkrishnan, other DHET officials present with us today, our academic board members and management board members, the 2021 SRC members, Khosinyalana, Pilane of the Bakhatla, Bakhafela and Morena Kubedi Pilane, who is the chairperson of the Bakhatla Bakhafela Tribal Authority, our valuable business and industry partners. Last but not least, allow me to make special mention and acknowledge our academic panel members and program director. This day would not have been possible without you. I thank you all. Allow me further to call on the chairperson of the College Council, Dr. Molwanto, to come and dissolve the congregation, following which I will request that you all join us in singing the national anthem, Nkosi Sigelela i-Afrika. I thank you. Enjoy your day and goodbye.
By virtue of the power vested in me as the College Council Chairperson of Orbit TVET College, I hereby dissolve this congregation.
sounds the call to come together, and united we shall stand. Let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa, our land.
Congratulations to all graduates and diplomandi. You are now officially an Orbit College alumnus. Thank you for attending the ceremony.